Okay, we're at the legislature. I was gonna go out front, but we'll stay here. This is right behind the ledge. Picnic table. I like it. Now, I want to make myself very, very clear. I did a video today, and some people, especially people that's anti-cop, are looking at me and say, "Ooh, all right, you know, cops are bastards, cops are no good, blah, blah, blah." Listen, I just want to make myself clear. I am not anti-cop, okay? I'm not anti-cop. I mean, I'm anti-bullshit, I'm anti-corruption, but I'm not anti-cop. Can you imagine cities around the world with no cops? I mean, what they say, oh, community policing, then the corruption will start within. We know that. Anyway, we know cultures alone. I mean, we can't get along, and when you have the native calling me a racist, and my supporters, so-called supporters, said I'm a racist because I told them that smoking was bad for their health, and nobody is supporting me. Anyway, so you could just imagine what kind of community it would be with no policing. Now, we need leadership. That's what we need. Now, myself, like I said, what happened to me? Everybody has a story. Everybody has their own little story of misjustice. I hear it daily. But there's only one difference between me and the rest of the stories. I have proof. I have videos. I have papers to prove what the Fredericton police, with the government, with the justice system, tried to do to me. We're in the trend right now. Everybody is talking about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. But it's going to be forgotten in 2 weeks. There'll be something else that's going to come along. Racism in the state, yes, it's bad. Here, I was glad to see in the Irving paper they interviewed three blacks that's been here for generations. They know the racism that's going on in Fredericton. You know, like Mike Hoyt. He's a black guy that works as a security behind me. He's one of the first guys that I met when I lived in a tent in front of the legislature. Nice guy. And he was stopped 2 years ago, 11 o'clock at night, by a cop, Fredericton Police. Asked him where was his helmet. And he says, "Oh, it's you." He knew he worked at the legislature, so he let him go. But he stopped Mike Hoyt's cousin an hour later and gave him a ticket for riding a bicycle with no helmet at 11 o'clock at night. Racism? No. So, what I'm trying to say is, I don't go around and holler at the cops, say they're assholes or whatever. They got one hell of a job. Cops are not cops these days. Cops are psychologists. They're social workers. That's what they are. Especially during the corona virus. But there's some cops, Fred Wuzzle, Bobby Beauchamp Simmons, Matt Myers, Yves Desprez, Dale Carter, and Rob Costello, God bless his soul, was shot dead. But those people were trying to do me great, great harm. Put me in jail and have me killed. For me protesting, covering a protest, Immigrants Without Borders, in 2008 in front of City Hall. And it's been war ever since. So I'm going to come out with the series. And like I said, we have a new police chief, Roger Brown, which I did send my concern. I sent about 14 parts. Not overload. I'm not going to overload everybody, part 1, part 2, part 3. I'm just going to go slowly. Once every 2 weeks, I'll put part 1, part 2, part 3. It's very scary to have a police force that, like, just an example, to intimidate my assault charge. Terry Wizard, I can't say the last name right, but he was the only witness that we had that seen what happened. And Shane Henderson from the Miramichi Police intimidated that guy with Bobby Beauchamp Simmons of 2 years in jail. They opened the door, they said you could walk away. One bad statement, you will be jailed for 2 years. So when you have a police force that intimidates witnesses, we got a problem. And to have the police force to falsely accuse citizens to be pedophiles, we got a problem. To have a police force to go after people riding a bicycle with no helmet, just certain people, we have a problem. To have a police force with the RCMP, with the sexual child exploitation people, to raid a person's place under false pretense, we got a problem. So it just continues. And I know I missed some, but like I said, this is not anti-police. This is not to be critical of the Fredericton Police Force. This is facts. And there could be a lot of people in jail because the police intimidated some witness to back off. There could be some people in jail that they raided their places under like me, for child porn, but they found other stuff, marijuana, hot stuff, hot items, or anything else. Just an excuse to get in there, and they're in jail. It could have happened. If it happened to me, what other person that this has happened to? That's what I'm concerned, and that's why I'm going to take my concern, and I'm going to send it to Carl Urquhart. I'm going to send it to the public safety official. I'm going to send it to the police commission, every part. And I know nothing is going to happen because it's bureaucrats. If you got money, you will have protection. You'll have a lawyer and you'll be protected in court. But if you got no money, you are at the mercy of these people behind me. And that's why they want to put me in jail so bad. They banned me from the legislature 15 years ago for life. I'm not even supposed to be here in the picnic table. They said if I could do that, that could be 2 years in jail. But anyway, it continues on. I just want to make myself clear on what's going on. And truly, stay tuned. Don't forget, I'm not anti-police, just anti-bullshit or anti-corruption or whatever you want to call it. Stay tuned.